Okay, let's continue our video now on user-defined Ajax callbacks. So recall that we said that the items were taxable if the product ID was 100 or above. But the product ID is actually of the form P and then a number. So we're using the substring function to strip off the leading P. Then we're converting it into a numeric field, and then we're saying if it's above 100, then set this taxable flag to be true, otherwise false. And then we can go ahead here and define some additional variables. So here we have subtotal, which is just price times quantity. And then we convert that into a character field by using the string function, and we use the formatting option of $, comma, which gives us a formatted number with a leading $, and 2 decimal places, and then we trim off the leading spaces. So to get the syntax over there of $, we just use the autocomplete function here in Xbasic, and you can see here that's how we ended up choosing that format for the number over there. So subtotal C is a character version of subtotal, which is price times quantity with the leading $, added in. Then you can see here we compute tax. If it was taxable, we multiply the tax by 5%, otherwise the tax is 0. And then again we calculate the character version of tax, formatted with a $, in front of it, and then we compute tax, the total with tax, which is the subtotal plus the tax, and then the formatted version over here. So now we've converted, we've computed all the data that we need. Now we need to generate the JavaScript that will actually affect these changes in the browser. Now you could write the JavaScript yourself to do this, and then send the result back as the return value for this function, compute tax. But there's an easier way of doing that, and that is by setting properties inside this E object that was passed into the function. So the E object has another special object called the _set object, and you can set properties of this object to automatically set properties in the browser. So here I'm going to go and say E _set.extension. So that's the name of the total field, and we're going to set its value property to the formatted price times quantity. Then we're going to set the tax value, E _set.tax.value, to the formatted tax value, and then E _set tax total with tax dot value to the formatted total with tax. But in addition to setting the value properties in this E _set object, we can also set style properties and class name properties. So let's go here, and we're going to say that if it's taxable, we're going to set the color of the extension field, the tax field, and the total with tax field to green. And if it's not taxable, we're going to set those properties to blue. So you can see here that we're just writing Xbasic code. We haven't actually written any JavaScript ourselves, and that's because this E _set object is a special object that automatically generates the JavaScript for you, so you don't have to know the JavaScript or do anything. So now if I go ahead now and let's go ahead and run this in working preview again to see it happening. So we'll go here, we'll press the button, and you can see there's our the JavaScript gets sent back to the client and sets those values. Looking at it actually in the browser might make it even easier to understand what's happening. So let's just pause here and pick this up now in video number 3.